It is so good to see you. Let me stop the music right now, because I wouldn't want to start this show any other way. So for everybody that's watching on a replay, please sing along. This will not get old.
Oh,
Happy birthday to you. How old do you get when you stop singing the song and do chop, 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 cha, cha, cha in there? Like
I'm
you
that
get to a
old.
certain, huh?
Yep, 51. That is the cutoff point.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you very
cool.
much.
You know, I knew it was something about you, Brant Collins. You are a Taurus all day long.
And when's your birthday?
Next week, this Thursday.
There you go. You're a Taurus as well.
I'm a Taurus.
Who's the most, at the top of your head, who's the most famous Taurus you know?
Me.
Besides you.
I don't know.
The Rock.
The Rock is a Taurus? When is his birthday?
Yeah, I think he's born in May. That's why he has the bull. I think that's his association with the bull and everything. So.
Kathy's here with us. How are you doing, ma'am? Thanks for hanging out.
What's up?
Stream show is on.
4 weeks or so since
Has
we've
it
been live.
4 weeks? We did a couple of replays, and then we didn't go live a couple of days, and it was a little different to have my Sunday afternoons back.
Yeah, our Sunday, and that's true. You know, maybe we need to change our time zones or how we do this. Who knows?
I mean, it was cool. Facebook, like, I think Sunday is a great day. It was just different to not have to stream. Of course, Mother's Day was last week, right? So I got a chance to see the family for the first time. Everybody's vaccinated, so we can hang out.
I'm vaccinated. I've been vaccinated for about 4 weeks, about 3 or 4 weeks now. So everybody in our household is vaccinated except for my 11-year-old because of course, they only go down to 12.
So my 15-year-old got his vaccination, the first dose, on Friday.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so
that's awesome. Sorry, I am paying attention to you here. I'm just trying to log in to
make sure everybody gets it.
Yep.
So being gone this time, I want to tell everybody that sees this, we love what we do. Had a great opportunity to kind of do some other work. I've been streaming with the local college, with the music department. And Brant, let me tell you something, man. When you have a business and people are paying you to do this stuff, you got to be good. You got to know your stuff. And I can say it was a little challenging.
Well, yeah, because I know you called me like every time.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Like,
no,
Brant,
I
need
the
you.
Same thing.
I need your help.
I picked up some consulting work, doing some streaming stuff too. So that's one of the reasons we've been late. But also the thing we're doing is we've been trying to settle on how we're going to move forward, and we're going to move forward in a traditional way is 13 seasons. We're in 13 episodes per season. That's 4 per year. And we are officially in season 2.
That's cool.
And we are lucky to have Ecamm go ahead and sponsor us for season 2. And we're going to have a new segment we'll talk about tonight.
And I'm excited about it. I mean, why not work with Ecamm, right? We use them all the time.
They're the best part. They're the best thing out there.
So,
sorry.
By us doing this, we got a lot going on. If you're watching this right now, just hit the like button. If you're a subscriber on YouTube, thank you so very much. Hit the like. Make a comment. Talk to us. Listen, no matter where you are in the world, you got the stream, guys. This is the stream show, and our job is really, really clear. We want to help you succeed. So, Brant, I got to tell you the other day, one of the people we work with, Kim Wilson, I actually saw her in Atlanta a couple of weeks ago when my wife had a show there. She came out to be a part of the show. So I got a picture with her and everything. I got to share that with you. What's up?
That is so awesome.
Dr. Elo.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Dr.
Watching
Elo's in the house.
You know, seeing the people that we consult in real, face to face is really cool. right? So we are right here.
Oh, so I just got to, let's put it out there. So what happened is when into season 2, we had to come up with new graphics. We wanted to get everything up. And I had sent some stuff to DJ. And so we're working through all this because you can even see there our it says Sunday, April 18th. It is actually
Does it still
May
say that?
the 16th. And I know you changed it.
Yeah. It may have been on another slide.
Here,
But no worries.
Still trying to log into Facebook. See, I told you we needed 10 minutes to start.
It's not there?
No. Oh, it says Sunday, April 18th. You can just hide it if you want. We can just
No, I'm doing it. What's today's date? The 16th?
16th, May the 16th.
Wow, it's just magically changed.
Look at that. You did it. That's awesome. You are awesome.
You are awesome.
You are amazing.
What time for Coach Frenchie?
Man, we've come a long way since Vlogmas, right?
We
I mean,
have.
that seems like forever ago.
But,
that's where BJ and I met.
That's when who met?
You and I met during Vlogmas.
I remember the day. I was actually on with Alicia, and we were going back and forth. It was just getting on while he was testing some things out. And then another person got on, and then another person got on, and we ended up with like 9 people on his setup through Ecamm, and it was really cool. And that's the night we met.
That night.
I don't believe you said much that night.
No, I came in late, and I think you guys were giving me a hard time, so I just didn't say nothing. No, there was a lot of people. There's a lot of stuff going on. But since then, I think we've become fast friends, and you asked me to help you with this show. Next thing you know, we're talking on the phone every day like a bunch of, teenage kids. We're, swapping ideas and dreams and hopes, and everything just kind of escalated. And then when COVID was, we're all at home during COVID, so it was easy to get on and do all this stuff. I had to go back to work. I'm a marketing director for a credit union, and so I had to kind of cut back some of the day chats and all that stuff. But then we had to revamp the show. We're trying to find a solution to find that we can monetize and be profitable. We love doing it, but we want to make money at it too.
So Rob says the beard is back, and it is. I didn't notice that.
That's another reason. That's the other reason we're late, because I was having to wait to come get the beard back. It scared a bunch of people off. So
I got you. We had to get the beard back.
You see my new shirt? Look at this one.
Okay, I like that. The Ecamm shirt.
Yeah.
I almost hit the wrong button over here. My man Chris, how you doing, sir? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Also, I want to shout out none other than a youngster of the group, my man Sammy. How are you doing, Sammy? Thanks for hanging out. My man Chris, how you doing, sir? Thanks for hanging out.
I'm just gonna give you. I'm gonna. So this is our first show back. So I gave you some space there for the lower third. So if you want to move those and size them.
I got you. Hold on. You did give me some space here, and I've just done whatever I wanted to do, right?
We're in the middle of the show, and I'm being picky, but
we're
gonna do it.
This is cool. So let me get the slide that I want up here, and
you got it.
There we go.
Dr. Elo, I see Chris is in the house.
Is that better?
There you go, man. I'm just saying. I'm just trying. We got to get this all set up. I worked hard on it. So
you did a great job. Looks cool, man. I feel all professional and stuff.
I'm trying, man. Look, when you want to take it to the next level, and we're trying to help other people take the next level, we have to put our best foot forward and try to lead by example, and I felt I had to really put my best foot forward, because you had a stream not too long ago talking about Michael Jackson with Mr. Film Gains. You have like 16,000 people hit your YouTube page from all over the world or something. It was like
14,000 views and counting on that. And I have another video to load from Greg Feeling Gains. So
that is crazy.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to go out on a limb because I'm still building my channel. And by my channel being more like a lifestyle personality type channel, it's more slow moving because people have to like me, and people are still getting to know me because they're still watching and not subscribing. So 2 months, I'll be in a partner program. So what's that, July?
2 months? You made it
the middle of July. Program? I'm calling it. I'm doing my Muhammad Ali move and calling it 2 months. Partner program.
2 months, partner program. All right, so you want to get into the partner program.
I'm going to get into the partner program. So that's 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours.
You can do it. I know you can do it.
2 months.
I'm actually going to log into our, speaking of all that, I as well started my own show. And I just totally did maybe one episode and I've totally flipped
it. It is super cool looking too. The Brant Collins show.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my voice in there and what I want to do. And I think, I talked about some NFTs. I talked about some other, marketing and kind of the new ways of marketing and how things are how you can use streaming and all that other stuff. But everything's changing so fast, right?
It really is.
We've talked about, since I've talked to you last, we've been talking about Dogecoin. We talked about NFTs. We've got YouTube launched new partner programs. They're $100 million in content creator money, and
with shorts
trying to get in the whole move. Yeah, and shorts have came out. So this has just been within the last month. Things have just really exploded.
Well, what I want to say is that YouTube is giving money to creators to create shorts. Like they're completely going that direction, which make me rethink everything.
So we need to stop right now and make this a short?
Make 1 minute and be done.
We're done. We out. Peace. Money.
60 seconds. I just think that I need to put it into my schedule of things to do. At least once a week.
There's so much to do.
At least one short. Whether it's, it's easy for me based on the content that I create to do a Monday motivation. 1 minute, Monday. I could do something like that, or Wednesday hump day something, because
right.
It would be a way for me to do some encouraging content and just see how it goes.
I'm gonna take your idea and I'm gonna run with it. I'll do a 60 seconds, right, and just run down the top things that are on my mind, like the things that I subscribe to so many, e-blasts and news coming out from esports and gaming to streaming to marketing to video production, new cameras, whatever's coming out. I could just do a 60-second, boom, 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 do the list, be done. So I'm gonna try to do that.
Love it.
Let's do it. Hey, one of the things we're excited about. Oh,
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, one of the things we're excited about is that Ecamm was able to come with us for season 2. And part of that is a new segment. Now, you're used to us doing production reviews. I kind of think that's the thing we started this with, right? But we're going to get a little more official, right? And so we're going to talk about, we're calling this segment Behind the Stream, powered by Ecamm. And we're going to take you behind the scenes to some of your favorite creators and see the back end of what they do, how they do it, what they spent, the equipment they have, and this is totally different between every person. Some people are Panasonic, some people are Sony, some people are, some people bought the new Mac 1 Mini, some have using their MacBook Air. So, we're going to really take a look in a deep dive into some of these streams to see how you can level up your channel and become the stream of your dreams, like the shirt here.
That's really good, Brant. I was thinking you were going to keep going with that and introduce our guest.
Well, why don't you introduce the guest for us right now?
So, Starting back in Vlogmas, I have to say this. I met so many people. Again, we already talked about how we met during that time, but there was another guy that for me was a real standout. I just, from his first video, I realized how talented this young man is to create content. Now, he's not at this point where he's like known all over the world, but if you subscribe to this guy after meeting him today, I guarantee you, you will enjoy his content. So he's from Texas. Now, you already know everything is big in Texas, and he has the hugest personality. But I guarantee you'll love him just like I do. So without any further ado, can you please give your best welcome, the stream show welcome that you can, to Rich Graham. There he is.
What's up, Rich?
Hey, you're doing claps and I'm doing claps, but your claps sound so much better than mine. We have my man Rich with us, and like I said, he's from Texas.
Rich is on. I think we got Rich on mute.
I do have Rich on mute. Does that sound better now? You ready now, Rich?
I was born ready.
There you go. We had you muted for a second. Sorry.
I like the hat.
How's everybody? You gave me all the warm up. Why won't this thing stop? This Roadcaster.
There you go.
Quit it. Buttons. Anyway, I'll do that. Drop it down. How's everybody? Good to see you.
Man, good to see you too, Rich. I have so many questions for you, but first of all, thank you for taking the time to hang out with us to talk about your setup. I think you have a great setup, and we'll love to kind of go through all of it.
Cool. Yep. Glad to be here. I'm glad I got the invite. Season 2, episode 1. This is fun.
There you go. So give us a little more information about you, Rich. What do you do, and how are you using Ecamm in your business, and what is your thought process behind that?
Ecamm, we've done a podcast since 2019, audio podcast. In the summertime, I started, well, actually in the spring, we started dabbling with doing video versions of that podcast. We would record it on iPhones and edit it in Premiere and put it up, and it was pretty crappy as you could expect. It wasn't that good, so we didn't do many of them. In August, I got involved with LSP's Lita thing, which is live every day in August, and then that exposed me to Ecamm, and so I bought into that, and we started doing our podcast every week live on YouTube.
Okay.
And then we take the audio and we make a regular podcast out of it. Here lately, I've taken that podcast and cut it up into 15 to 30 second chunks of sound bites, and we make them into Instagram posts and Twitter posts and YouTube shorts and things like that. So that's basically.
And tell us your area of business and what you're promoting in that.
Sorry, we sell imprinted promotional products, branded merch, and marketing things that go along with that, printed collateral, brochures, design, that kind of stuff.
I know because I got a nice box from Rich a couple months ago that had all kinds of cool
stuff. Yeah.
It was awesome.
I did send you a box. I should pull one out, but I don't have one here. It's across the room, but I have to take all my stuff apart to go get it. I won't do it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. We'll show it up. We'll have you in on some other time, I'm sure.
Well, Rich, there also over the years, you've done some really, really cool things. And one of the things that I know about you is that you actually submitted a play to SNL. Can you tell us about that?
I started doing comedy classes at the Dallas Comedy House in 2015. In the summer of 2019, we did a sketch show. And part of that sketch show was a sketch called Hair B&B. And the show went off on June 2nd of 2019. Later that summer, SNL had a call for submission. So I said, so I sent that sketch in.
Wow.
Never heard anything about him. And then the very first episode of whatever it was with Woody Harrelson, Kenan Thompson and Colin Jost pulled out a Hair B&B joke.
Wow.
And it's way too coincidental for them not to have seen my stuff and used it. So I call myself an uncredited contributor to SNL. So
they didn't give you no money or nothing, huh?
I didn't really expect any money because they make you sign all these waivers when you send stuff in.
Right,
So that's no
right.
problem. But it would have been cool to see my name on the credits.
No, that
But
would have been
whatever.
cool.
I mean, it was a 30-second joke, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but that verifies you have the talent to make some really interesting and comedic content. So keep going.
Well, that's
for
true.
it.
Well, you do, for every 1,000 pieces of crap you generate, you do hit a home run every once in a while. So I guess that worked out for that one.
So, Rich, can you do me a quick favor? Kathy is helping us out. She said that you sound a little low. Do you mind turning your mic up a little bit for us?
Of course. No problem. Up.
And
Check
so,
1, 2.
yeah, that's better.
Okay.
So I want to say this. Not only do you have to be a little funny, but you have to have the confidence to say, hey, I want to send this in. There's a lot of people that would say, hey, I would like to write for them, but would see an opportunity and never take it. So for you to take it, I think that's, part of who Rich Graham is in big productions. Like, it's just you all day.
Well, it's not really. That's a lot of credit, and I appreciate that. But the work was already done. I already had the thing written. I actually sent him 4 or 5 things that I had written for other purposes. So it wasn't like I had to do anything. I just had to make a new PDF and send it with a different.
What I'm saying is a lot of people wouldn't do that, wouldn't take the step to do it. They would say, hey, they don't want my stuff, or it's really not that good, but your personality is to get out there. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, Rich, so many people want to go live, want to stream, but don't have the self-confidence to do it.
Well,
right?
that's I picked that up from doing. I mean, yes, you're right. That can hold people back. But like I said, I started taking improv classes in 2015, and that's the way improv is you get out there and you make the parachute. You jump out of the plane and then figure it out and then you make the parachute on the way down.
So, I mean, it's a good
just
chance
have
for me
each
to
other's
share
back.
this.
Go ahead.
I am a closet wannabe stand-up comic. So I
Okay.
did acting in college. I did acting in high school, musicals. I did a bunch of stuff. And I actually have a friend of mine, he was doing some stand-up, and I've got notes here of jokes and stuff that I've written. And I was going to do a live mic night just before COVID hit. And then, of course, that happened and didn't do that anymore. But I think I would love to do improv. I think that would be very helpful, and especially in business, like, right? Giving presentations, speaking to people. Has that helped you a lot?
Actually, what you learn more of is listening and responding to the last thing was said. That's really where it all comes from. Is that you don't try to anticipate an answer before you hear you don't want to respond to something before it's said, right?
Right.
So if a customer says I want it in blue, then you respond to that. Or if can you get it in 2 weeks or whatever. You don't try to steer the conversation. You go where the conversation takes you.
Gotcha.
I guess
Have you
that's
found
the
yourself
easy answer?
digging into clients or customers, giving them little dum answers?
Actually, improv's not really funny like that. It's funny
I got
because
you.
it's true, but it's not. If you try to be funny, it never is. But if you
Gotcha.
just let it happen, I mean, funny things happen all the time. Open up the paper in Florida. That's real live stuff, and that's fun.
That's funny, I bet.
All right, so I'm gonna give everybody stand still. This is gonna be the brainstorm moment that I have tonight. I'm gonna give this to Rich, right? Unsolicited. So here it is, Rich. You need to start a new Ecamm show, live improv. Have Ecamm guests come in. You give them the topics. You give them the you run an improv, but do it with Ecamm and stream it. I think that would be hilarious.
I want to write that in my little book.
There you go.
You know the Ecamm people we know, like Keith and
No, I just put this up.
Dr.
Let me put this up
Sammy's
again.
a comedian.
Kathy says that she spent 7 years on the comedy search kit. That's really
What?
cool.
Wow, that's cool. Kathy
That is
Walker,
awesome.
Yeah.
Principal Kathy, or Kathy? Is
Our
that who you're
principal
talking about?
Kathy. Yeah, that's principal
fantastic.
Kathy, right?
I could see that.
That
Improv
is
is
very
everything.
unique.
All
You know,
right,
I
You know
actually,
who else is
challenge.
good at this stuff is Marga Gomez.
yes.
She doesn't call herself a stand-up. She's a solo performer, but she's a how. It's totally stand-up.
Hey,
Right.
I did 2 nights of karaoke, or kind of like karaoke. My youngest daughter, who likes to sing and she wants to be a professional singer, we did Saturday nights, and I got her a, like she was singing and doing covers, and I made her buy me a coffee. I think she made $35 or $40 that one night, and she was excited. So, I mean, I'm thinking you should do this, Rich. You should do, we'll brand it as like a comedy house, right?
Now she's professional, so it's a whole different thing. Now she's got to get 1099 and everything else.
Yeah, there you
changes.
go.
Once you get paid, it changes everything.
It changes everything. That's really cool. So Kathy is she's DJ weddings and everything. This is, we got Rich on, but we're learning about our community at the same time. That is awesome. I've tried comedy one time. I actually was roasting like one of the local politicians, and I did like a 1-minute set. It was really smart because that's all the content that I had. I had like 1 minute worth of content. I hit it really hard, and I walked right off the.
When you're an MC, you have to come up with all kinds of stuff for in between acts and stuff like that, don't you?
You do. You do. So what I've learned over the years in being a good host is you want to wait to when you are needed. All right. So in every show that I've been with, there's been, maybe the next act is not ready, and they say, hey, we need to wait a second, and you got to go out and talk. You wait for those times. So when I was inexperienced, I would start at the top of the show with a monologue. No, they're not there for me. They could care less of who the host of the show is. You're needed. Like, you have to save that energy so when you're needed, and they were like, oh, that guy was really funny. But if you do it in the beginning, they were like, oh, that guy's getting in the way. Like, we're ready for whatever the act is. So I've learned to save my energy to when it's actually needed. Or if they walk away and they don't talk about me and they talk about how good the whole set was, I know that it flowed well and I win.
There you go.
There you go.
You're responding to something that happened as opposed to driving the conversation. You're doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Hey,
and my
Strick,
man Fujins is checking in with everybody. What's up, Fujins?
Yeah, you can throw some of those people up there. We got Fulgens. We got Dr. Elo, of course. The B-Love twins are in the house. Yeah. So say hello to everybody. Let's go ahead and move along and go to this behind the stream segment that we're going to do with Rich. And he's going to show us, I think the first thing we got up here is like one of his very first streams. Is that right?
Let's see if we can get it ready for us.
That was DJ set it up.
Of course I did.
He's on point.
Why not? Of course I did. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's going to be a show. That needs to be a total show on its own. That's what's up.
Here we go.
Whoa.
This is the very first one that Rich put up with before Ecamm, right?
No, let me see. I guess
this is the first one with Ecamm.
I think it's the first Ecamm, yeah.
I got you.
Welcome to the big promo cast.
I was wondering if you were going to start or if I was. This is funny. I can't hear myself now through these headphones. After all this oh, there you go. Okay.
And that's the way it always goes?
A couple of false starts. That's exactly how it always goes. This is fun, huh?
Always, every time.
I'm going to do a little quick check real quick and make sure that this thing's working. Looks like it is.
Yeah.
Looks like it's hung up, but we'll see.
You're bringing back memories now, huh?
See? Yeah. Well, no. I watched it the other day when I sent it to you. So it's kind of funny. Okay. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
How are you digging this new setup?
Yeah, I like it.
All right. I meant to tell you I want to doesn't get much better than that. So.
Hey, she's giving you a lot of energy, right?
Nice.
That's really cool. So
yeah, those are shot with iPhones, by the way.
Wow.
Our audio interface was a Behringer 404 something or other with these same microphones. Sure, SM58.
So you got started is fairly inexpensive.
The only thing we had to buy was Ecamm. We already had the phones. Microphones were. I got these microphones for $100 for two of them.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. The Behringer was $150 maybe.
You want to tell that story or do you not?
Sure, I will. Okay. So Libertarian
audio's
Party
kind
of
of
Dallas
distracting
County was
no worries. I'm pull it down for you.
So one of the things that a lot of people talk about when they want to get into streaming, they worry so much about the equipment and the money. So obviously you said you just jumped in, got started. the 58s, they're not cheap, but they're not expensive. And you already had the iPhones, and then you just do the monthly subscription.
I bought them brand new. They're $100 a piece, and
There you go.
all the mic reviews talk about all these different mics. And actually, we bought Samson Q2Us. In fact, I think that's what we're using in that. I'm not sure. You know what? You're right. That's what it is. It is Samson Q2Us in that video.
Okay.
So those are $50 a piece, brand new. I found
go.
these SM58s for $100 for the pair from a sound guy that was selling them. So I don't know where he got them from. So they have been used before, but not much. So anyway.
So you got in pretty cheap.
To start, yeah. It was pretty cheap.
That's awesome.
Like I said, we already had the phones. I already had the computer. I just had to buy Ecamm. And I think the Ecamm was the first month's $25 or if even. So I'm not even sure how much it was then. So.
Right. So you just you can try it. That's one thing I love about the subscription models. You can try it, see if you like it. And obviously you loved it because you're sticking with it.
Yep.
So what kind of computer are you using there?
In that one, it's my MacBook Pro. That's my 2016 MacBook Pro, I guess, or 2015.
Okay.
Which isn't maxed out or anything. It was just my regular work computer. Since then, I bought a MacBook Pro 2020 with 64 gigs of RAM. And I want to do all this neat stuff, and it still wouldn't handle it. So now I have an M1 Mac Mini, dedicated streaming machine. So we don't.
And
have
did
to
you get
worry
the
about
8 gig or 16 gigs?
I got a 16, and they didn't have
Okay.
a 2 terabyte hard drive at the time. I got it as a refurb on the Apple Store website. I never buy anything brand new out of the box. So
Man after my own heart. I get you.
That's what's up.
I don't buy anything brand new.
That's what's up.
That's
That's
what's up.
I'm stealing your catchphrase, Strick.
Yeah, you got it.
So far, you've been happy with the M1?
Yeah, but that, we don't do anything with it besides Ecamm.
Just
I'm not
stream.
happy with Big Sur. It's kind of clumsy because I'm just not used to using it because I have Catalina
Gotcha.
on my current work machine because we use Premiere and the whole Creative Cloud thing, and none of those, well, a lot of those apps aren't Big Sur compatible, so I don't want to upgrade the MacBook
Gotcha.
to Big Sur yet because then my work shuts down. So I need to
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
work. So I probably won't do Big Sur on that machine for another year until they work all the kinks out. But for what I'm doing for the Ecamm streaming stuff, yeah, this thing's a beast. It's awesome. And it works fine.
Well, let's take the road here. We got another video from Rich that he sent us. It's a little tour of his studio now. So you said you started that YouTube video was back in August of 2020. Was that right?
That one you showed was September. We actually did the podcast
September.
a couple of times in
Okay.
the spring and summer. So, but it was
All right.
it wasn't regular. So
And so I think, all of us after Vlogmas and we got into all this streaming, I know you personally, you started really upgrading your equipment, really getting more into it. So
yeah.
When
It
you're
seems like every
following
time you turn
you
every time you turn a video
can't
on
be
from
all
somebody, you spend another
salesy.
$200 on something. So
Like
Yeah,
you want to be
true. That's
personable and
we got a little
be
audio feed through
checking
here.
Yeah,
in
we do.
on
I'm
the
taking
previous.
care of that. No worries. Better?
Yes. Our principal said, there's definitely needs to be a show called That's What's Up. That's what's up. I'm telling you, that's what's up.
That's
Kind of a
funny.
mixture. It's a mixture between what's happening and I'm trying to think of some other catchphrases.
well,
Different
the
strokes.
SNL has that. Keenan has a show called "What's Up with That," where he sings. Ooh,
Oh, he
wee.
does.
What's up with that?
That's you're
And
right.
Lindsey
There you go.
Buckingham always gets kicked off at the end.
Oh, that's true. I really. So that's what's up.
So let's
And they
take a
show
look
us-
at Rich going through his setup now, where it all goes down. This was done recently, this week.
I did it. I shot it Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Or
take a look
Friday
at
or
it.
whatever. Maybe yesterday. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Big Rich. It's a beautiful day in Dallas, Texas. We'll take you on a little studio tour. Let's check it out. This is where the magic happens.
This is where the
you
magic
go.
happens.
So this is my assistant's office, and then here I am. There's the battle station. There's my magical neon sign and my fake neon sign on the TV. There's a couple of lights pointing up to the ceiling.
So this is your work
All this
office
stuff
and
behind
streaming
is a
office.
single wall-y Yeah, pole it's the same right room. in the middle of this table. The table itself is a 4 foot by 30 inch, I think, tabletop. And then I built this wire shelving rig underneath it from shelving.com, wheels and all that stuff, so I could turn it in your direction or want to go or whatever. So there's that. My cameras, I have 2 ZV-1s.
Cool.
That's really cool.
I got one back in August, the first one, or October. The second one I got just a couple weeks ago off of Craigslist. I think it fell off a truck. It was cheap.
I love the
$500.
I love the single
This
pole.
setup is when we do our podcast every Thursday at noon Eastern. My assistant sits on this side and I'm on the other side.
I like that, Rich.
And that's what it looks like from the other side.
That's
Look at all
And
that.
I'm at that same table right now. I'm just on the side of it, and I have this
Oh,
gray
Oh,
paper
uh,
background.
Switch it to where I do my
Gotcha.
talking head Zoom meeting stuff. We'll do that now.
3 different setups.
Yeah.
I'll run a show.
Yeah, so I can
script,
have
my
that.
notes,
Yeah,
whatever I
you're
got
right.
going
3
on.
different setups.
I've got my little teleprompter there using the tablet as a secondary monitor or a prompter monitor or something like that. Of course, I've got Ecamm. I'm sorry, the prompter has a ZV-1 in it. I've got my 2 lights pointing at the ceiling. Up ahead, I've got an iPhone 6 I use for an overhead shot. And also I have this this Wally arm that I figured out the little thread on it to hang a monitor, that's actually a 1/4 so I can put a mic stand head on that, and that's my condenser overhead mic.
That's really smart, Rich.
The only thing I really need now at this point is a taller tripod.
Can you
'Cause
pause
I'm
that real quick?
6'5", and the
Strick.
tripod's only 5 feet tall, so
I said I
5.5
could.
feet.
Here we go.
So one of the things I wanted to mention in this, because I just did a really quick edit on this because I think he sent me a 17 gig file, so I cut out a little bit because we didn't have to go through it all. I just want to give you this little piece of advice right now. Look at the Husky adjustable table that you can get, the work table that you can get at Home Depot. This is the same thing that Henny the Business uses, and it's a crank up table. So instead of getting a bigger tripod, maybe you could mount everything, and when you stand up, you could raise your desk and then lower your desk as you change.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that might.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
but
might
what
be
I
something
wanted,
you might want to do.
what I want to do is make sure that the camera is not mounted to the table itself, because if you shake it, the camera.
Right,
shakes.
right. Because
So
mine is
I've gotta be
mounted
careful
right
about
now. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's a valid point. So
Yeah.
if not, you
So,
could
but
find you, I guess, a taller tripod.
And I did look at those Husky tables, but after, of course, I had this whole thing built, but they don't have the shelves underneath, and I guess
I
I
get you.
could get away with it, but I don't know. But that's a good tip.
I know it's a lot
those
of-
those shelves are cheap, and they're all kind. I mean, those tables are cheap, and there's all kinds of sizes. I mean, they're great. I
Yeah.
probably would have done that
I
if
just-
I had already done this.
I know a lot of people are moving to the stand-up presentation kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to speak when you're standing up, I think. So
Yes, it is. It absolutely is.
and we,
So-
we can. Oh, go ahead.
I got a question, Rich. Out of all the stuff that you've purchased, what would you say is the most useful thing for you in your setup?
Probably the Stream Deck. Just being able to bounce around the scenes, and I'm getting more comfortable with that still. But it's like I have a picture of me on a button and a picture of her on a button, so I know what's going on.
Got
And
it.
I can, when we're doing, when we have Chrome. I mean, part of our podcast is we go into other websites and look at what they're doing, whether it's a Ecamm merch store or the KFC merch store or whatever. And I can see, and the Stream Deck works when Ecamm is not the option, not the foreground application. So I can still work with Ecamm with the Stream Deck without having to actually see it.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
it helps a lot. And then
That's
that,
really
and then the whole thing together, it all kinds of work. I mean, Ecamm by itself is a beast, and then just having all the stuff to go into it. The Roadcaster is fantastic. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's really fun.
So I did
I would
see
say
both of
it's
those:
fun.
Stream Deck, Roadcaster, 3 different camera. Is that right? 3 different cameras that you have.
I have 2 ZV-1s and then an overhead. I don't use the overhead
Yeah.
iPhone.
The iPhone 6?
iPhone camera. I don't use it much because I do that when if I'm doing a product presentation or something over Zoom. One-on-one with a customer. I don't really do that for. I guess I need to do videos of that. I've done a couple, but I just don't do much. But yeah, that's what we have: 2 cameras, 2 real cameras, and an iPhone 6 for a camera.
Now, are you also using an iPad as the monitor for your teleprompter? Is that what that is?
Today I'm using an Android tablet because the iPad was not charged. But yeah, it's the same thing. I use the Duet app. The Duet app lets you add a iPad or an Android tablet as a monitor on a teleprompter. So that's what I'm.
Awesome.
This is a teleprompter I'm looking right at right now.
So, like for me, I'm just looking at my camera, but if I look at my monitor, it causes me to not look like I'm looking here at you. So that's why a lot of people use the teleprompter, because it helps you.
Well, I'm trying to figure out a way to flip the teleprompter, because if I put this Chrome window, it's over here now. That's why I keep glancing over. If I put that on this monitor, it's backwards. So when I try to mouse over it and zoom the window, it's hard to do. So it's clumsy.
I got you.
So right now I'm just looking at the Ecamm video output at myself, and I look great. So it's easy to do.
You look great,
Yeah,
Rich. Trust me,
always
you
look
do.
great.
That's cool.
If you want to, we want to go. We can play the rest of the video if you want. I think there's some other stuff he was going to show there. Sorry to interrupt, but I
that's
had
fine.
that thought.
No, let's be sure to get back to this.
Tall or something like that, and so it's too short for me. In fact, you can see
He is
on
big,
there
Rich.
how I'm too tall for it. I need to. If I want to stand up and talk, which is what I want to do.
Yeah, they make an
overhead
80-inch
shots
monitor.
right
I
in front
mean,
of
a
me.
tripod. I just haven't.
Forgot to mention, I got a little GoPro here
Yeah,
hanging
there
from
you
the
go.
ceiling, and that's how I get this. What I'm calling a ball.
That's camera number 5, Rich.
Over there. See, hey,
1,
buddy.
2, 3, 4.
4?
4. Yeah. We hardly ever
But
go to
for
that
this
GoPro,
studio
but
tour-
it's fun to have just for giggles.
All right, buddy. So that's all I got for this one.
Well, there you go. That's it.
Yeah. So that's the current studio. That's the current setup. And I didn't have any video of what we used to shoot in, so I had some still pictures, but it's lame, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, it's not lame now. You're actually using it in productively for your business, doing a podcast and doing a video at the same time. You know, it's one of the things I'm having a hard time. You know, I consult clients as well, and I'm having a hard time getting them to know you can start ultra inexpensive and just start streaming and just get better as you go to make it a little more affordable than just trying to buy the best equipment right off the bat. And then also, I love that you're multi-purposing what you do, because I think another thing people don't understand is we live in a day of you got to put content out there, content to make sales, to do marketing. And you've taken your live show becomes your podcast, becomes snippets for Instagram. So, I mean, you're really using those multiple making it once and repurposing it as many times as you can. And if you're a big follower of, like Gary Vaynerchuk, he swears by all that, making 60 pieces of content a day, but it's hard when you're just by yourself. So repurposing is amazing.
Yeah, well, that's the whole deal. Is in finding those tools like Descript to transcribe the audio of the podcast and make little snippets and to add captions to them and things like that. I mean, there's all kinds of nickel and dime little apps you use to get this stuff done.
Got it.
I wish there was a turnkey automation thing like here's my video and turn it out, but there's not really.
So
there's a
Bishop
few that
Oliver
try.
has chimed in. I want to be sure I say that to everybody. He says, nice, awesome to you, Rich. He wants to let you know that he really likes
Thanks,
your
Bishop.
setup.
He's a good guy. I like that.
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. So
So what is?
Go ahead, Brant.
TJ. No, go ahead. I've
Well,
talked enough. Go ahead.
no. I wanted to be sure you get your question out.
Well, I mean, I just want to say, so we've seen where you came from. We know where you are now. Is there a future plan? Are there things you want to add other than the taller tripod? Are you feeling, one, are you finding success in your business with the streaming? And two, what do you feel like you need to add, take it to that next level where you want to be?
I think we're still working it out as far as processes and workflows and stuff. So I don't really need to add anything else. I could add a $2,000 camera and a $500 lens, but I'm happy with what we have. I'm happy with the way it looks. I don't see any reason to spend thousands of dollars on anything else. We've already got. I mean, I've only probably got $3,000 in the stuff I have now without having to, and I don't have to do anything. So it's good. As far as success with it, we don't get a lot of traffic. We don't get any visitors when we do it live, or comments or anything. And maybe people watch on Facebook. I don't know. I can't ever tell. But nobody ever comments, that's okay. What it does do is give us credibility. If you're thinking about doing business with a new company and you go to their website or their Facebook page, and they haven't posted in 2 years or even 6 months, and you say, what the heck are they doing?
What are they doing?
They're not even paying attention to stuff. And we have stuff every day, 2 or 3 or 4 times a day. So as far as posting content. So we have stuff out there. We have a blog. Amber posts 2 blog posts a week, I think. And she's got several in the can ready to go. In fact, we started using that Jarvis thing, that conversion AI thing. So she's really cranking out a bunch of articles. And then we'll use some of that for topics for our podcast. And then, there's all kinds of, there's no lack of stuff to talk about and things to publish about and things to messages to get out. There's plenty of content to generate. We just have to generate it. So, and it's easy to do now. It's a lot
But
easier.
sitting down and doing it live, it kind of puts you in that mindset to just get it done, right? I mean, and just
right, and then you
get
have
it
something
done
to work
and you have
with.
it.
Once you have
There
a
you go.
30-minute chunk of stuff, then you have something to cut up, and you have 6 or 7 tweets and Instagrams and all that stuff to deal with. So it kind of works out.
Awesome.
Love it. Well, Rich, man, we really appreciate you taking the time to stop in on the stream show and show everybody your setup. You're well versed in it and you use it every day. So I think what you're doing, people can learn a lot from it. So thank you again.
Well, thanks for having me, and congrats on season 2, by the way. And I'll be looking forward to this every Sunday night.
I know it, man. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome. Thanks again. Appreciate it, guys. See ya.
It is so cool to have people in our community like Rich that can come in and kind of help us, show us his setup. And again, he used it a lot, the Sony ZV-1s as a camera to use. I mean, come on, it's one of the better ones to vlog with right now.
I mean, and I think what I really took from that is that he was able to start with just the iPhones that he already had. So, one thing about Ecamm is just take what you already have and make it work, and get comfortable, get your feet wet, and then you'll slowly just look at things and go, man, I want it to sound a little better. What do I need to get? Well, now I want it to look a little better. Let me look on some lighting, and that way you can kind of build it over time, and you're not just dropping a chunk of money on a bunch of equipment that you don't know how to use.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. And so one of the things I want to say too, I put in the chat on the YouTube chat, is that you can go to the streamshow.live. We have a form there. We are looking for more people to interview on behind the stream segment. So, we wanted to see more about what you're using, what you're doing, what you've bought, what you love. We just kind of want to do more of that, and that's what this segment is dedicated to. So you can find the form there to fill it out, and if we choose you, we'll be contacting you, and we'll tell you how that all goes. And we need to get some B-roll from you and some other things like Rich did, which he did a great job, and really take the time to show us your setup.
We want to see what you're doing and how you're using everything that you have going on your end. So please go to thestreamshow.live, sign up, and we got a few shows to do. So don't think that they won't pick me. Yes, we will.
That's right.
Yes, we will. We'll be calling on you. Well, Brant, it's been a great show tonight.
Yes, sir.
And we've kind of jumping right back into doing the stream show on Sunday nights. I'm excited about it. I'm definitely glad the beard grew back in. So
Me too.
I can
was
recognize
hideous.
you now.
I was hideous. That's why I had to hide for about a month.
That's funny. That's funny. Well,
And I just want to say to you, pre-happy birthday, because I know your
Thank
birthday's
you.
on Thursday.
thank you.
So-
Man, 29 is a great year. That's all I can say.
I heard you were going to be 52. I thought you were older than me.
No. 29,
Oh,
Brant.
29.
Listen.
Okay.
29. It's a great year.
Yeah, I'm old. I'm just giving into it. 51 was I went
Brant,
to the
there's
cliff. and I
nobody
just
that
jumped
I
off.
know that is as old as you are. Like,
You're just
it's
really
take
upping
the
my
cake.
confidence here.
No.
You just wait.
Listen, for your age, you get around well.
And when you turn 50, I'm flying to Birmingham and never going to hear the end of it.
Listen, I'm 29. I'm a long way from 50, brother. You got a lot of time to wait.
And if you think anybody's buying the 29 joke, You're wrong.
Oh, who
Everybody
wouldn't
knows.
buy it? I mean, I look
Jeez.
29 all day.
Oh, he must have that young filter on.
All right. How do I get that? How do I get that smooth? Bishop Oliver says this year he's turning 55. So I guess
That's awesome, Bishop.
he gets the I'm the oldest one in the community. Like who's older
go.
than Bishop Oliver?
I don't know. If you wanna claim it, just step up. Don't lie like DJ. Don't sit there and tell you're 29.
I said 29 was a good year.
Oh yeah, I think you're what? I'm gonna. You've told me. I'm not gonna rat you out. So
No, it's okay.
we'll find out. Well,
You
you're
can
45,
tell everybody
right?
what I told
45?
you. 29.
20.
29.
Oh, it's getting deep. It's getting deep.
Right.
Uh,
All right. So it's
they're
been.
saying Doc Rock is the oldest.
Is
right?
he?
That's what Mr. Oliver said.
I'm not sure how old Doc is. I know he's in his 50s, but I'm not sure how old he
Yeah,
is.
man, us old guys have to keep you guys straight. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Well, that's what's up. And it's been another great stream show. For all the details on what we do here on this show, please go to the streamshow.live. And if you want to be a guest on our show to show your streaming setup, we want to know who you are. So go there. There's a button that you can actually sign up to be on our show. We want you to be our guest.
You can also go to buymeacoffee/the stream show if you would like to support the show and buy us a couple cups of coffee to keep us awake and keep us going through the show for the next 12 episodes now in season 2. We'd appreciate anything you have there.
And Jerry, you haven't missed a thing. Catch the replay. You can see it on our YouTube channel, The Stream Show. God bless you guys. Want you to have a awesome night. That's it for us, Brant. Thank you so very much.
We're out.